Hi, everyone. Good evening and welcome to welcome to this short video presentation. I just want to take a few minutes of your time to make this video. It's going to be very quick and efficient. I want to discuss with you about hedging with real gold, how you can hedge your positions with real gold bars. Remember in FS and commodity, when there is a falling or a market crash, both in cryptos, FS and other CAD products, gold is always on the rise. So the purpose of this particular lecture now is to educate every one of us about the impact and the contributions and the other innovative technologies we have put in place in the industry of trading to make sure that you have the best trading experience and also contribute in changing the narrative of trading. Today's webinar is focusing on the gold bars, how to trade real gold asset. We have been expanding our boundaries, moving from different market flow to another one, expanding, adding more value to the system of trading. The gold we are talking about today is no gold of fantasy, it's no gold of digital, it's not gold that you can't access, it's a gold that you can access, it can be deliverable to you, then it's easy for to trade, and it's also a gold that does not require any leverage or margin for you to be able to trade. So that is why we are here. And this evening for this particular webinar. And then we always say that never again after this seminar will you lose your trading capital. After this presentation, you understand that you can never in your life or again liquidate your trading capital in the trading industry. Then let me just tell you a little field history about gold asset, because this particular webinar is focusing on gold. You know, throughout history, gold has been seen as a special and valuable commodity. Yeah, the gold market has been seen as a very special and valuable commodity in the market. And also today, owning gold can act as a hedge against inflation, yeah, and also against other portfolio diversification and also against deflation. So that's what you need to know about gold trading. So when you own gold today, it can serve as a hedge to your trading. And those of us who trade in this market, you will know that we also trade gold CFDs and gold contract on different market flow from different market, especially on international level. So we see that we trade them on a digital level, or some trade them on betting level, some trade them on contract for differences, some trade them on different capacities where they are access and different kind of conditions that is available for them in different market flow where they all trade. Then also as a global store value, gold can also provide financial cover during geopolitical and microeconomic uncertainties. So gold remains one of the best asset classes to trade if you want to be in this trading industry. Any one of us who have been in the gold industry, in the trading industry, we agree with me that gold has always been there, and a lot of us has also been participating in trading. But this dimension of teaching or presentation is going to be focused more on how we can use the gold assets as instrument to hedge a lot of positions in the market. And the ones can ask, can we get the gold delivered to us? Yeah, you can as well, it can actually be delivered to you. You can have this gold with you, and you can also store it in your bank vault, and you can use it to trade at any time, at anywhere, as case may be. Now, going forward, gold can also be used. Gold is a liquid asset, as I have said, that it can be used as for diversification of portfolios. But now it's a liquid asset, meaning that its price can easily move as every other asset. You know, one thing about spot markets is that at times it's not really volatile, and investors want a volatile market where something can move easily, where the news and economic impact can really affect the market, where there is volume. That's what traders want. So in gold trading, gold is a very liquid asset. In fact, it's much liquid as currency trading. and it can move at any time. In fact, it can hardly see a day that the price of gold will not move. That's the truth. So, and the price and the gold itself can hardly decrease in value. This is another thing that you need to know about gold trading. Am I communicating to you? So gold itself can hardly decrease in value, and it can also be easily moved. There's hardly a shortage of news or event or whatever to cause the price of gold not to move at any time. Now, let's talk about the gold market itself. In the gold market, we have two categories of trading. Now, I won't like to talk about the third one, which is the black market. We're talking about the fintech industry, trading industry. We're talking about the gold market. We have SFD, CFD, and spot. CFD market and spot. The CFD market is mostly contract for difference. It is a market accessible by those of us who trade through online brokers, online liquidity providers, and market makers. They offer CFDs, contract for difference, where you trade and you will have access to underlying asset. And then we have spot market, where like an exchange, like a commodity exchange or a future exchange, or an organized and regulated exchange where this gold is traded, such as London Metal Exchange and other exchange market across the globe, where it can be traded, you can trade this gold as a spot and also as a future. Then, and at the same time, make delivery of this gold. This gold can be taken into your custody, or you can store it in any bank or any vault according to the law of any particular country that you are trading. So in CCI fintech technology, the future of trading is now. We have been advancing in this sector, in the financial market, spot and future market, cryptos, and now we are bringing you to all-in-one hybrid technology to make sure that you can be able to diversify this market as easy as possible. So it becomes very much easy for you to diversify this market very much easy and without any problem and without any, like, there are a lot of legal issue, documentation issue, and a lot of technical issue that you may face while dealing on all these asset classes. But we are bringing the global market into your doorstep where it can be easily accessed, it can easily diversified, and be able to take part in the international market. But however, the major essence or the real essence of this meeting is to tell you how you can hedge against risk. How you can hedge against risk, how you can be able to diversify it, how you can be able to trade with ease without having a problem. Everybody wants to make a profit in the market, want to grow your investment, but no one has asked how am I going to manage my risk in case of negative time of trading or negative time in the market? Because that is the major problem people are facing. It's not that the market is not profitable, but market is also risky. The question is, how do you diversify the risk? One of the systems we have brought to you is gold asset class in hedging, where you can hedge this instrument and able to diversify this risk. And we call it all-in-one hybrid technology, where it doesn't need to be like going from one place to another and want to diversify your risk and everything. It can be very much easy for you to be able to carry on. Then the coverage area is that the commodity future and regulated exchange market is also a market with high volume. That's another thing. So we try to diversify this thing by making sure that we have access to commodity exchange, where you can be able to trade all this instrument through an organized and regulated exchange. Yes, so you'll be able to trade this market class, asset class through an exchange, and not just only gold. There are other commodities and other asset classes that you can also be able to trade. In fact, majority of the asset classes you trade on CFD level, on online level, can as well be traded or hedged on through an organized and regulated exchange, or what we call local exchange. And you do not need to look for a buyer or a seller, because this kind of volume we have in the online market is similar to the type of volume we are going to have in the regulated exchange. In fact, I used to tell people that regulated exchange controls the market more than online exchange, because things take part first in the regulated market or in an organized market. That's where the decision is taken before we can see the effect in the online. So now having access to the regulated market in which are called spot and future market, give us leverage and every of our clients to be able to diversify and maximize opportunity in gold trading, thereby using this gold to hedge their instrument. And it can be used to hedge any kind of asset classes they are trading, because it's a very liquid asset class. It's unlike we're talking about crude oil and gas. You want to have access to the underlying access of oil. There's a lot of procedures in doing that. You have to, having a physical crude oil in your custody is kind of, it has a lot of procedures anyway that may be difficult to meet. And at the end, they may consider it unnecessary for you to have access to the underlying class of oil. But they can also as well have access to underlying class of gold and be able to use this gold to diversify their portfolios and can easily sell it at any time, can easily buy it at any time. And you don't need to look for a buyer, you don't need to look for a seller, because the market has already been created where there are thousands and hundreds of buyers and thousands and hundreds of sellers at the same time in a local exchange across the globe. The same way we have thousands and millions of buyers and sellers in the CFD market or in the online market across the globe. So when you want to make an order, the immediate time you want to place your order is immediate time that you're going to get your order executed and you see the outcome. Though, so if you place your order in organized exchange, it will take similar time, not too long, for you to also get the order executed. So you're not looking for who's gonna buy my gold, who's gonna sell my gold to me. And this gold is also safe and secure, where you can put them in. It can be stored in a vault, or you can take delivery. You can also have your contract note and can easily come and enlist it back in the market and be able to sell it as quick as possible. And you make profit in both ways when the market is rising and in the CFD market, the same time the market will also, the gold price will also be rising in the exchange market, because like I told you, the price of most of these asset classes that we trade on internet is actually decided from the exchange. Yeah, that's where the major move take place first before we see the effect online. Then in CCI Traders, which is the organizer of this particular presentation now, we have added gold spot, not gold CFD or futures. So people who trade under the platform of this company will no longer have to trade only on CFD. You can actually trade this particular instrument and have them delivered or have them stored. You can actually have access to this instrument. And the all spot contracts are executed through an organized and regulated exchange. And you can also take delivery. Yeah, you can take delivery. If you buy some certain amount of it, you can actually take delivery of it. Then there are a lot of promotion coming on in the market of CCI traders, or in the service of CCI traders, where you can be able to make a little amount of deposit and have access to this. So sometimes some people wouldn't like to do something very quick. They would like it to they want to take their time and understand how the system works. So there's a provision where you can buy it a lot, maybe 1 gram of gold, or 5 gram, or 10 gram, or 50 gram, which can be deliverable to you. If you have up to 50 gram of gold, can be delivered to you. And you're able to understand the system and how it is structured, and able to go through it, so you can make a proper decision if you want to actually have some of their economic activities hedged with gold. Because one thing about this instrument is that it's not that we are not aware of it, but there's no market, we don't have access to it. Now, the global system, the global economy is changing. The gold market is growing as much as other market floor that is also growing. So you can as well have access to this particular instrument, and the gold market is there for you to maximize. Then we have a lot of plan, like in the trading activities of the company CCI traders, to be able to hedge up to 50% of all CFD and FX position with gold through an organized exchange. Yeah. And you can as well make profit in both ways, like I said before. Then your gold will also be stored in a bank vault, meaning that there's a security. It's not that we are holding, CCI company is going to hold your gold or whatever, or the exchange. It will be stored in a bank, in a different body that will hold the gold. And you can take delivery if you wish, and you can easily sell off your gold through the same spot market. You're not going to look for a black market person to buy your gold, or you start asking, where will I sell it, who will buy from? No, the same place. The same way you don't need to look for a seller on CFD. You don't need to look for a buyer on CFD or Forex or crypto. It has already an established market that have thousands or millions of executions or buyers and sellers, which you can make an order immediately through a trading platform. That is also the same way you can enlist your gold futures or gold asset classes through an organized exchange and immediately get a buyer or a seller immediately that will quickly buy your gold and settlement is done into your bank account. You see how it looks like. So assuming you have the access to the product has already been delivered to you, you can as well go back to the exchange and enlist this product to the exchange, and we like publish it and put it on the match engine. It will be listed that the social person have a social quantity of gold to sell, and the buyer will quickly be matched to it who want to buy at that price. And the one thing about it, let me not forget, is that you are buying and trading on the real global market price. So there's nothing like black market price. You're trading on the same thing. That's why you make profit at the same time the market of gold is making profit all over the world. And these asset classes have never been depreciated. It's always there. It's always there. It's always there. Now, another plan measure is to make sure that 50% of CFD and crypto are hedged with real gold. So assuming you have FX positions in a CCI trading company, or you have a portfolio or account, whatever name you can call it, you have account, maybe account of $10,000 with them. It would be easier for you to have at least $5,000 worth of that account hedged with real gold in another exchange. So, or you have an account of $10,000 worth of crypto with them, you can have about $5,000 of it back with crypto. So you see how the innovative technology CCI has brought to you, making sure that the market is very, very easy for you and very accessible for you. You can be able to maximize this instrument. Then we also have the plan to access more intercontinental exchange for easy spot trading. So you have millions of these people who want to buy and millions of people who want to sell on the same market. But you know, one thing why we plan to match the two is that in the volatility, there are more volatility in FS market, in a global market, than we have it in a spot, but there's always volatility, but not in the same degree on each other. Then we also have a lot of plans in place as you're going to come on board in joining CCI trading. This is what I want to bring to you, and thank you for my audience for hosting me. And at the same time, those who are going to watch me watch this program online, you can also be able to participate in it. That's why it is properly recorded and it will be forwarded to you guys. Thank you so much, and God bless you, and see you all on the platform of CCI trading. Thank you. God bless you.